and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. It's quite early here in the eastern United States, southeastern United States, where I live. I woke up at about 4 a.m. from a very bizarre dream that I was having. In fact, I've been having a lot of really bizarre dreams. In this particular dream, I had a baby. I keep dreaming about this baby. I had a baby, and I was staying in some kind of like underground tunnel type system, and there were other people staying down there with me. It was almost like we were homeless in a way. I don't know, that's the feeling that I got, was that we were living down there because we didn't have anywhere else to stay. And the walls inside of these tunnels were like cement color, and it was kind of damp and cold. And I had a baby, and I was feeding it, and this lady came up to me and took the baby out of my arms, and she started feeding it. And there was another lady talking to me and distracting me, and I kept like trying to keep my eye on my baby and wondering, where's my baby? Why is this lady feeding my baby for me? And the other lady kept talking, and she was talking to me about tarot readings, and it was like she was talking about people, but instead of calling them, their name or describing them to me, she would say like, the hermit did this, the high priestess did that, the King of Cups over there, da 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 da. She talked about everybody, and I oftentimes will dream in tarot. That's not unusual either. So the lady finished feeding my baby, and I said, do you think she had enough to eat? And the lady didn't say anything. And I said, how do you know if she got enough to eat? Because, when you have a baby, you know your child, and you know how much your child needs to eat. Well, that's how it was with my babies anyway. And they had this unique way about them that you just knew when they had enough. And I don't know why all this is even being brought out to me. But there's something happening about a baby. Well, next thing I know, the baby was gone. And I was like, where is my baby? And nobody would tell me. And the lady that was talking to me about the tarot, she just kept going on and on about talking to me about different cards, and she kept describing events that were going on around us by using the cards instead of talking to me like we talk normal. And I said, could you please just help me find my baby? Help me find my baby. So we were walking around, and they had like this one section that was, somehow we knew it was like the men's section. I don't know, somehow I knew, because this place was mapped off by sections. And I got to that section, and there was this old man, and he was like, he looked homeless. He had on like an old, it looked like a wool blanket around him, and he had long hair, long gray hair, and a beard, I think. And he looked like he might be blind. And so I was like, well, there's no reason to ask him what happened to my baby, because he can't see. He probably doesn't know. So I'm standing beside this elderly man, this elderly homeless man, and it's like nobody's talking, but we can hear each other's thoughts. It's weird. It's just a really bizarre dream. And after several minutes of standing there looking and wondering if somebody out, down that alley had my baby, this man who couldn't see points to a drain pipe. And I said, look, my heart's hurting. I'm having chest pain. I said, let's go see if the baby's in there. And this drain pipe was full of water, and my baby was in the drain pipe. Somebody had stuck this newborn baby in a drain pipe, and it had drowned in this drain pipe with water in it. And that's what woke me up, was finding my baby in that drain pipe dead. And my heart chakra is hurting so bad right now. And all night I've been waking up having dreams about this baby. It's just been so hard to deal with. So anyway, I don't know what that means or if somebody understands that, but please keep your eye on your baby. And then I wanted to talk to you about the new moon in Virgo, because at 8:52 a.m. September the 7th, we will be having the new moon in Virgo. And new moons are an excellent time to set your intentions for the month. Okay, so I want to talk to you about that. But before I do, I want to talk to you, if you're a Christian, if you're of the Christian faith, you might question, why do you observe new moons and do this kind of thing? Well, I'm going to read you something that might help you to understand better why I observe new moons. There was a festival every month throughout Israel, and it was so important. This new moon was so important that they had two people that would sit, and their sole responsibility was to watch for the new moon, because they didn't have calendars and the ability to keep up with things the way we keep up with things today. So these two men, their sole responsibility was to keep watch. And there was two of them, because if one of them slept, the other one could watch. And there was no chance of them missing the new moon when it appeared in the sky. And you'll know sometimes that the moon can sometimes appear during the daytime in the sky. So they had to be very vigilant and watch very carefully, because the new moon was a very important festival. Okay, so I'm going to read to you what this is about. What was the significance of the new moon in Bible times? The significance of the new moon in Bible times is that it marked the beginning of a new month. The Hebrew calendar is lunar based, and it was the time when the Israelites were to bring an offering to God. The beginning of the month was known not by astronomical calculations, but by the testimony of messengers appointed to watch for the first visible appearance of the new moon. As soon as the first slither was seen, the fact was announced throughout the whole country by signal fires on the mountaintops and the blowing of trumpets. The Hebrew word for month, Hadesh, literally means new moon. Now, if they missed the new moon when it first appeared in the sky, if for some reason these messengers missed it, they could not have this festival. It was forbidden for them to have this festival, okay, if they missed when it first appeared. In Numbers 28:11 in the Bible, the new moon offering is commanded for the first time. On the first day of the month, present to the Lord a burnt offering of 2 young bulls, 1 ram, and 7 male lambs a year old, all without defect. They had to be perfect animals with no blemishes or defects. Each of the animal sacrifices was to be accompanied by a grain offering and a drink offering. In addition to burnt offerings, a goat was to be sacrificed to the Lord as a sin offering. The new moon festival marked the consecration to God of each new month in the year. New moon festivals were marked by sacrifices, the blowing of trumpets over the sacrifices, Numbers 10:10, the suspension of all labor and trade, Nehemiah 10:31, and social or family feasts. And that's 1 Samuel 25. As with any religious rituals, there was a danger of observing the new moon festival without a true heart to follow God. Later in their history, the Israelites continued to observe the new moon festivals outwardly, even after their hearts had turned cold toward God. They readily parted with their bulls and lambs and goats, but they would not give up their sins. They relied on the outward observation to cleanse them, even though there was still evil in their hearts. God had severe words for such hypocrisy. Stop bringing meaningless offerings. Your incense is detestable to me. New moons, Sabbaths, and convocations. I cannot bear your worthless assemblies. Your new moon feast and your appointed festival I hate with all my being. They have become a burden to me. I am weary of bearing them. So God got sick of it because they were just having the festival and it was meaningless to them. They had lost the meaning of the festival and the point of having the festival. The point of it was to devote your life and yourself to God and to his purpose for their lives. But they were not interested in worshiping God or even having a relationship with God. And so he got sick of them coming to him with these meaningless offers and having these festivals without even caring about how it affected their lives on a day-to-day basis. Sin is hateful to God, and no amount of ritual or ceremony or sacrament can make up for a sinful heart. Behold, you delight in truth and the inward being. Psalm 51:6. Observance of new moon festivals and their sacrifices is no longer required. When the perfect sacrifice of the spotless Lamb of God appeared, he rendered the observation of these ordinances no longer necessary. All the righteous requirements of the law were fulfilled by him, Matthew 5:17. And his work on the cross means that no longer are sacrifices for sin required. Paul reminds us of this fact. Do not let anyone judge you by what you eat or drink or with regard to a religious festival, a new moon celebration, or a Sabbath day. These are a shadow of the things that were to come. The reality, however, is found in Christ, Colossians 2:16-17. And what Paul was talking about is after the Christians were converted from before they were converted, they were Judaism. They were Jews, okay, and they observed the Jewish festivals and the Jewish customs. And Paul was also a Jew. Jesus was also Jewish. And Jesus also observed these festivals. But when he died on the cross, these festivals were no longer necessary, because the point of the festivals was to show the people's concern for their need for somebody to help them, for God to help them, because they were not capable of following the law. And so when Jesus died, that did away with the need for the festivals. But some people continued to observe the festivals because it was their tradition. It was what they had become accustomed to, and it was their way of showing their devotion to their God. And so Paul is saying, don't let anybody judge you if you choose to observe these, and if you choose not to observe these, because they're absolutely not necessary anymore. But they are still your tradition. So if you choose to observe it, that's totally up to you, okay? Now, this new moon that's coming up at 14 degrees Virgo, I choose to observe the new moons and the full moons. And I also investigate the planets and the stars because I'm fascinated by it, for one thing. But it also gives me insight into ways that I can evolve as a human being. So, I just wanted you to understand, for some reason, I felt like I needed to explain that to somebody. And if it wasn't you, thank you for enduring it. But we have a new moon in Virgo. The sun is also in Virgo. Okay. So, the ruler is Mercury, and it's an earth element. As you know, Virgo is an earth sign. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, okay? So it's an earth element, and it's at 14 degrees. It's mutable, and the opportunities that it presents to us are for us to take practical action, to fix our flaws, to work on our challenges, to create stronger boundaries, and to cope with unexpected change. A potentially healing new moon is upon us on 6 September at 14 degrees of Virgo in the sign of the healer. The new moon brings a deeper focus on health and well-being and asks us to set flexible intentions because nothing will turn out quite as we expect. Mars, planet of action, is within 10 degrees of the new moon, urging us to move forward with the practical plan and to get grounded in our desires. We can also find ourselves craving some kind of detox, hungering for a major cleanse and purge. Virgo is a sign that needs to get things in order, and we can find this need spilling over into every area of life over the next several months, from work to love to health or money. The problem is that whilst we may have good intentions, the Neptune opposition to the Virgo new moon indicates confusion and disillusionment, loss, and a lack of certainty. We're not entirely sure where to start, nor will we be fully able to trust the unusually clear judgment of Virgo. So what do? Neptune urges us to trust the process, to trust in divine guidance, and above all, to lean into our intuition. Virgo loves to have the facts and the details, and from there to make a rational decision. However, there's a compromise to be had with this new moon. Nothing is clear cut, and we can either drown in the murky waters of confusion, or we can find a way to allow our rational, intuitive faculties to meet us in the middle. One thing we'll need to be more aware of is our boundaries, as it's easy to allow these to fall away and to be dissipated and pushed. Both creating and respecting boundaries is absolutely key over the next several months, and we need to be constantly checking in with what our soul is saying. Fortunately, the ruler of this new moon, Mercury, is not retrograde as yet and is a strong trine to Saturn, planet of wisdom and maturity. This lends an air of realism to the current cosmic weather and assists us to tap into our inner guru. What's even more important to note is the partile, meaning exact trine of this new moon to Uranus, planet of unexpected shifts, surprises, and liberation. We might find that whatever intention we set, there's a promising sense of change just around the corner, and we need to be completely open to what the universe has in store for us. Whether we are trying to formulate a plan for our financial stability, our well-being, or initiating a professional path, we do need to be flexible and adaptable. Virgo is a sign that fears uncertainty, which is why this sign plans, and plans some more. But that won't entirely work this time around. We can make our plans, but we need to keep in mind that we may have to shuffle our strategy when the time comes. Overall, the message of this new moon is to be deeply kind to ourselves and others and not to allow our words and criticism to gallop away with us. Solving problems is important, but looking for problems to solve can stifle our growth. Acceptance of flaws while striving for improvement can be something we hold gently in balance with this new moon. All right. So, I'm just reminding you that this is the new moon in Virgo, and if you do want to do a new moon festival or celebration, or what I do is I always make a list of my intentions for that month, what I would like to see myself accomplish, what goals I would like to set for myself, and I just simply say a prayer. I have my list, I write them out, and I say a prayer, and I light a candle, and that is me connecting with Spirit and letting Spirit know that these are my intentions and that I need help with that. And Spirit helps me to accomplish those goals. But we have to remember, like it said, to be flexible, okay? Because there's going to be this urge to have it all just so, because that's the kind of sign Virgo is. Just remember, you're going to need to be flexible, and it's going to be important to set good boundaries. You might find yourself, like you may have already found yourself organizing, like cleaning things out, decluttering. You may have already found yourself starting a new exercise program or an exercise routine. You're just, it's a very earthy sign. It's a very organized sign. Virgo can also be a very busy sign, and they can also be a little bit anxious, if you will, when things are not in order. So this is the thing, this is the feel that this new moon has. And if you would like to set intentions, then I'm going to try and do a reading to help you to understand what the universe might be trying to say to us. What message does the universe have for us during this new moon? That's the intention of this reading is, okay? And I'm also going to look at, I think, the divine masculine, divine feminine as well. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who entered the contest. I've been going through the comments and looking to see who I'm going to put in the drawing. I have a lot of names already, and I will announce that winner by the end of today so I can get that reading done for whoever wins this week. And I want to say thank you to everyone who has supported the channel, who has even newly subscribed. You guys, I thought I was over 2,000, but I guess it was just me just trusting that it was going to happen. The last time I looked, we only needed like 5 or 6 names to push me over the 2,000 limit. And I'm so grateful. I am so grateful because I've had some financial changes in my life lately. And I'm setting the intention that I will be able to sustain myself financially and be completely blessed from using my talents and the gifts that Spirit has given me. And it's been a process for me to get there because I had this feeling that I should never charge for this. But why do I feel that way? You know, why do I really feel that way? And should I feel that way? I don't think I should. You know, anything that we do in life, when a man works hard or a woman works hard, they deserve to be paid. And so it's been a process. And some of you that know me personally know that it's been a process. And so for me to take money for reading is hard already. But you guys have just been blowing my mind with your generosity, and I'm so truly grateful. And I do have some more spots available for private readings. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can either book it through Etsy or you can just email me and you can pay through Cash App. But just give me a shout if you would like a private reading. All right, enough about all of that. Holy Spirit, can you please guide this reading and show me what we need to see? Thank you for your generosity and your love, and for showing me that you're going to take care of me no matter what. Then I don't have to worry because you've got my back. Alright, energy looks good, you guys. We're going to look at Moonology this morning and see what message the moon has for us, since we have a new moon in Virgo starting here in just a few minutes. And it's cut at the energy is gaining momentum and a fiery climax approaches. Moon, Mr. Moon, what message do you have for the collective this morning? Can you talk to me, please? Spirit, Spirit, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, all of the archangels, can you please join me here this morning? All the angels, can you please help me with this reading? Ancestors, spirit guides, thank you for helping me with this reading. Cannot do this without your help, and I'm so grateful that you're here helping me with this. Alright, so Spirit, I don't even know what question to ask. Can you give us a message about this moon, this new moon, and what we might need to know for our highest and greatest good? Can you give us a message? Thank you, that was quick. A win-win outcome is forecast, and you're very close to achieving your goal. I mean, that's beautiful. This is full moon in Libra and gibbous moon. So, it could be a legal situation. But see the scales of justice? It could be legal or it could be karmic. But somebody's going to have a win. I am. Spirit's saying I'm going to have a win-win forecast. And it's very close to happening. And your dreams need a practical plan. Your dreams need a practical plan, collective. We need to write out a plan. This is very, very Virgo-ish, isn't it? This is the full moon in Taurus. But this practical plan, I'm not surprised. Talk to me about this practical plan, Spirit, that we need. It's time to release negativity. Don't let pride get in your way. And take time to breathe out. So, we need to release our negativity and our pride. Full moon in Scorpio, full moon in Leo, and disseminating moon. You know what taking time to breathe out is? Like, just chill, relax, take it easy for a minute. It's time to release negativity, collective. Don't let your pride get in your way. Take time to breathe out. And communication is key. So there may be somebody you need to talk to. All right. Thank you for this beautiful message, Spirit. I love this. All right, let's put these away then, or what else do we want to do here? Let's find out what this is actually saying, shall we? Alright, Spirit, talk to me about this win-win outcome. What are we close to achieving? What goal are we close to achieving? The Two of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. The Two of Swords is about denial. It's about this pride. It's about having, it's not like, this is not happening. I've decided this is not happening. It's like, how do you describe a Two of Swords, Spirit? A Two of Swords is somebody who can't make a decision, but they're being stubborn. Like, you go back and forth in your mind between choices. Okay? So, I have a Two of Swords and an Eight of Pentacles. So, somebody's going back and forth in their mind about something that they want to work on. It could be a relationship, because, see, there's people here. But this could be a work relationship. This could be about a work relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, and it could definitely be same-sex. So somebody's going back and forth in their mind about something working. And it's this fire sign that you want everything with. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody's going back and forth in their mind about somebody they want everything with. this could be you wanting to have success in life, wanting to be successful, wanting to have the house, the car, the kids, the spouse. And you're going back and forth in your mind about how this is going to work. The Spirit's saying a win-win outcome is forecast, and you're very close to achieving your goal. So if your goal is to have this job, Spirit's saying you're very close to achieving it. If your goal is to have this woman, then you're very close to achieving it. If your goal is to be fit and to get in shape, Spirit says you're very close to achieving it. And you're going to have a happy family. It's in reverse. Why is it in reverse? There's just a little bit of work that needs to be done here. Can you show us what that might be? Give strong answers, please, Spirit. Can you show us what work needs to be done? There's not a commitment. Somebody's not committed. This is a higher level commitment. So there's a commitment that needs to be made. There's a decision. You have to set your decision. Set your intention. Figure out what it is you have to do. Make a practical plan. Get a practical plan. Write it out of how this is going to go down and show the universe what you would. Just show God what you want and watch God take the wheel. All right, what's stopping this commitment from being made, Spirit? What's the hold up? What's the hold up for this higher level commitment? The Fool, whole baby, and the Ace of Pentacles. The only thing stopping this from happening is this person taking a risk. Fear is stopping this. Somebody's fear. Somebody's not sure if the results are going to be good. But Spirit says they're going to be good. They're going to be a win-win. There's no losing here. Everybody's going to win, and you're very close to achieving it. So get out of your own way. Get out of your own way and set good boundaries. You want to have equality in your relationships. You want to give and receive. And you can't, I've said this before, and I'll keep saying it until I never do tarot again. But if you can't give in one way, you can give something. And if somebody is unemployed and they can't give money, they can give support emotionally. They can show you love. They can massage your feet when you get off work. They can have dinner ready when you get home. They can keep the laundry done. But if all they ever do is sit in their recliner, drink beer, watch the History Channel or the First 48, and bitch and moan and demand, that you go back out after you've worked 12 hours to the store to buy them a 12-pack, and then they want the receipt for the money you spent on your paycheck. No. You need to set boundaries with that loser. In fact, you need to bounce them out on their freaking ear. I mean, that's just a big no-no. That would be like codependency. I don't know why I said all that. But I'm just saying, there is a win-win forecast here, and you're very close to achieving it. And the way that you have to do it is release negativity. Maybe that's why I said all that. There's some negativity that needs to be released, and there's some pride that's getting in our way. So let's find out what the negativity is that needs to be released. Spirit, can you show me what negativity might need to be released for us to achieve this goal? You're already telling us about the pride. Spirit says, get rid of your addictions, collective. Stop sitting in the recliner drinking beer all day, watching the First 48 or the History Channel. Surrender your resentments. Surrender to what is. And surrender to your creativity. You have to accept things the way they are. Resentments will rob you of your recovery, and it looks like here you have addictions. We have to surrender our addictions, me included. You know, I have my own stuff that I'm dealing with, resentments, addictions, and we just have to accept life exactly like it is on life's terms. And we all have something creative inside of us that's just waiting to come out. And there's a mirror here for some reason. This lady's holding up a mirror. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or to solve a problem. Now, what else needs to be released, Spirit? Surrender your stress. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Surrender to success. The universe wants us to succeed. The Holy Spirit wants us to succeed. And surrender to effortlessness. This is what my intention is to be effortless in my pursuit and in my career. Effortless. Spirit's going to help me. Watch what I tell you. Things are going to just continue to improve in my situation every second of every day, because I am going to release this negativity. What else, Spirit? Wow, that one flew around. Surrender worry. Surrender your fear. And stop being such a drama queen. Surrender your drama. Hello. One more time, Spirit says. I haven't seen that pride for some reason yet. I guess because the other card's already saying it. Surrender to your passion. And surrender low self-esteem. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Alright. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's a list of things that we might need to surrender so we can release the negativity and not let pride get in our way. Why would we let pride get in our way, Spirit? Talk to me about that. How can I find out? How might we let pride get in our way, Spirit? Wow. There's going to be a message about the fall. Somebody's going to receive a message in the fall. And it's going to be about some decisions that you have to make. Remember I said communication is the key? Remember communication? Communication is the key. Somebody's going to receive a message in the fall about some choices. Anything else you can tell me about these choices? Somebody's unapologetic, a liar, locked down, so somebody did something, but they don't feel bad about it, and they lied. This is the negativity that has to be released, and the pride. Don't let the pride get in your way. Somebody really screwed you over. They did something and they lied, and then they got locked down. This could be you losing a job. Somebody was unapologetic, they lied, and it caused you to be closed off or unallowed. It caused you to be unallowed. You know, this got you cut out. And you're going to get an offer about a workaholic. So maybe, let me clarify this workaholic. Clarify the invitation for this workaholic, because I think that might be what this is. Clarify this invitation for this workaholic. Wait a minute, something's turned over. There's a Queen of Cups here. And Justice. So, there's a woman here that's about to get justice. Because she was a hard worker. This person was married to their job. They were hard workers. And somebody screwed them over and caused them to get fired, it looks like, because they got lied on, and the person who did it didn't even feel bad about it. But there's going to be justice for this person. There's going to be a new offer for this person. Show me the outcome. Somebody was being cold-hearted when they did this. Show me the outcome of this person. There's a lot of loss here. There's been a lot of loss. This person had a lot of loss and a lot of fighting that came as a result of whatever was done to cause them to be locked out. And what next, Spirit? 4 of Wands came out. What about the 4 of Wands? That's like a celebration. Celebrating what, Spirit? That could be an engagement or wedding. This person is going to get justice for whoever lied to them. Clarify this 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is clarified by this lie. There was a lot of fighting. Somebody was doing a lot of fighting and they had a lot of losses. And they thought they were going to have this commitment, but it was a lie. What happened after this lie was told, Spirit? Spirit is telling me to pick all the cards back up. All of them except for those. No, we're going to pick them all up. We know there's been a lie. We know there's been a lie told. And that this woman is going to get justice. And it's showing up as a water sign that's going to get this justice. But it doesn't have to be. It's just a very loving woman. Look, there's the 8 of Swords and the Hanged Man. Somebody could have actually been incarcerated because of this. Whatever happened to this person, they're fixing to get justice. And it's coming in the mail or by communication in the fall. And here we are at the fall. If you're not aware, fall is just a couple weeks away. Alright, Spirit. What's going to happen after this lie? Show me what happened next. About this lie and this commitment. Maybe they promised you a job and you did not. Damn, boy. You're about to have a lot of happiness. A lot of happiness. 10 Cups is like the happiest you could ever be. You can't get any happier than 10 Cups. In public recognition, victory, baby. What's going to happen to the person who lied? Show me what's going to happen to this person who did all this lying and was unapologetic. Look. Now you're going to be the one who's going to be sad and fighting. Because guess what, baby? What goes around comes around, doesn't it? And look. There she is in the upright now. Enjoying. Spirit, you something else, baby. You something else. Alright. Let's see what else. What virtues are you working on in the collective, Spirit? Are you working on virtues in the collective spirit? Okay. Generosity and kindness and compassion. Generosity, compassion, and kindness are the virtues with gratitude. Alright. Angels, how are you helping with this situation? How are you helping with this situation? Surrender and creative power. They're helping somebody to surrender to their creative power and freedom on the bottom of the deck. Somebody got locked down. This could have been an incarceration, like I said. Somebody lied on somebody, though. And this person was a hard worker. Alright. How else are you helping, angels? Unity and fire. It's going to be a passionate union. It's going to be a passionate union with somebody. One more time, Spirit says. Spirit's going to give somebody courage. And a divine plan. I love it. Divine plan. I love it. This is beautiful. Spirit's got y'all collected. What spiritual gifts are working, Holy Spirit? What spiritual gifts are at work here in this situation? Abundance. I love it. Abundance. Spirit's got us, baby. Spirit's got our back. Thank you all for your generosity towards me on this channel. And wisdom. Abundance and wisdom. The three monkeys. What else? Spirit. I love you, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Spirit says, I got you. I'm going to give you clouds. I'm going to give your loved ones in spirit. I'm going to give you a house. And I'm going to give you protection, baby. Baby. And I'm going to give you alignment. The mind, body, and soul is going to be in alignment. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. What needs to be healed, Holy Spirit? Whoa, half the deck. There's home again. There's somebody coming home, or there's something about a home. Somehow there's a home that's significant here. Somebody might need a home, or somebody might be coming home. What else? Spirit. Oh, wait. How did that happen? What else, Spirit? Spirit says I'm going to help you with temptation. Somebody's got some temptation they're going through. Maybe with those chemicals that we were looking at, the addictions or whatever addictions you might have. There's going to be some healing, period. Somebody's got a lot of healing that needs. Somebody might need healing in their hands for some reason. And love. I'm going to give you love. Love, home, help you with your temptation, and help you with this healing. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Okay. I'm going to help you not to self-sabotage. Not to self-sabotage. One more time, Spirit says. Thank you, Spirit. You're going to be a phoenix rising from the ashes, baby. A phoenix rising from the ashes. Anything else? Spirit. I want you to know how beautiful you are. You might have blonde hair and cycles. Figure out what cycle you're in life. And somebody's about to have some karma, a lesson. For sure. Okay, I'm about to close this message. But first, I want to get you a message out of here. Because if home comes out of this deck too, somebody's definitely coming home. Alright, Spirit. What message do you have from spellcasters for this moon message? Somebody's going to have closure, financial healing. They're going to have good luck. They're going to have confidence, and they're going to have a transformation. They're going to also have courage. Isn't that beautiful? Closure, financial healing, good luck, confidence, courage, and transformation. And on the bottom of the deck, it's grieving. Anything else, Spirit? There's going to be a new beginning and a reconciliation. And you will be strong. A new beginning and a reconciliation. Talk to me about this. Talk to me about this reconciliation, Spirit. Can you talk to me about this? There's a King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Devotive, protective, emotionally mature. But he came out in reverse. Talk to me about this reconciliation for this King of Cups. The next stage in love, exploring the unknown. The Three of Wands. What's the next stage in love, Spirit, for this King of Cups? Oh, baby. There's going to be a breakthrough, clarity, and honesty. This is that communication again. Again. The Ace of Swords. What's this Ace of Swords going to be about, Spirit? Can you show us the truth? What's the truth? Sexual encounter. Three of Cups. And waiting. So somebody had a sexual encounter while they were partying with some friends that turns into love. And now they're waiting and hopeful that somebody will come back. And there's an internal conflict. Remain in darkness or embrace the light. Spirit, will this person come back? Because it says reconciliation. Spirit says, create a new path. This cycle is complete. The world came out. And then we have the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. What's over? Can you show us? Because it says a new beginning. There's the money. Money over love. Money is affecting this relationship. What will this new beginning be, Spirit? Somebody hasn't decided yet. Two of Pentacles came out. What are they leaning towards? Wow. Two of Cups on the damn floor. They're leaning towards a Two of Cups. But right now, they're soul searching. The Hermit and the Two of Cups came out. They're having a hard time letting go and resisting the change from this other person. Who do they want to have this Two of Cups with? I see it might be a Virgo. Right now, they're surrendering to the idea of this and awakening. They're grieving this other breakup and this loss. Somebody's just had a breakup and a loss. They're grieving that, but they're leaning towards a Two of Cups. Who do they want this Two of Cups with once they get over this loss? Who is this new beginning with, Spirit? I see they're in their feelings. Who's this new beginning with? Can you show us? Oh my God, y'all are not going to believe this. The Empress, the Nine of Cups, and the King of Swords. The King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Why is the Nine of Cups in reverse, though? Because this person hasn't made their decision. But this would make this Empress's dreams come true. This person just hasn't seen this quite yet. But they're working on it, baby. And somebody's manifesting it. There's the Magician. Hold the phone and shut the front door. Alright. What would this Empress say to this King of Swords, who I'm assuming is this Emperor, because she's a fire sign? You saw that. What would this Empress say to this King of Swords? Oh, baby, she's got a lot to say. Absence. As more time passes by, I feel a deeper void without you in my life. In the very near future, don't give up on me. I'm scared to lose you. What would the King of Swords say to this Empress? A lot. So much has happened between us in the past. Can we get through this? I've tried my best to move on, but I can't seem to let go of you. I don't know what happened between us. If you're confused, I'm confused too. And I'm telling you the truth. You can trust my words. So there was some lies told in the past, and somebody has trust issues. And then I should have, I could have, I would have. There's some regrets. Alright. Wow. What else? Spirit. What else? What else? What else? Talk to me about these money problems and show us how that's going to be resolved for this person. Oh, that came out with some force. Spirit says you're going to work hard. So, Spirit says you're going to work hard and be persistent. And the meaning of the card is a new job of some kind is coming your way, or you're going back to work. A career in construction, maintenance, or any kind of labor could be for you. You are dependable and loyal, and your dependable, loyal nature will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. And then persistence. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Success is just around the corner. Follow through with what you set out to do consistently until you reach your goal. Hard work is required to keep building on your finances. And on the bottom of the deck is arguments. So that's where some of the trouble came in. Somebody was arguing about money. And it says, be on guard with who you deal with in terms of any money-related matters. Make sure everything is in order and avoid monetary problems. There could be some financial disputes. So be careful of money arguments and that sort of thing, because it's showing up here. Alright, what would you say out of this deck right here to this Empress and this King of Swords so that they know you're talking to them? Tantrums are for babies. Grow the fuck up. Love can hurt like hell. Breathe through that shit. They're still waiting. Do that shit they asked you to do forever ago. And open your mouth. Talk. Use big words like validate, acknowledge, and empathize. It's the next one says you're on the same team. I like it. Alright. Anything else, Spirit? What would you say out of this deck? This is a spiritual lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. And acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. And boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Anything else? Spirit. What would you say out of this deck? How could you still love me after all I've done? My heart is telling me just do it. I've thought a lot about you lately. Your intensity frightens and allures me all at the same time. And I miss you regardless of how things seem. You are an angel. Oh, bless. I'm so happy it's going to work out for you guys. Alright, Spirit. I'm just going to see if we can get you a message out of these, and then we're going to close. What message do you have out of this deck for this Empress, Spirit? What would you say to this Empress? Thank you very much. Empress, Spirit says, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? And where can I create more space? The people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Today's soul action. Make a desire list of the type of people with whom you would like to surround yourself, and clarify if there's anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? And where can I create more space? Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, your mind, your lungs, and in your heart, and take time to just be. Today's soul action. Do a clutter detox of your schedule, home, and innermost self. Make space and clarity will come. Alright, what about this King of Swords, Spirit? King of Swords, who am I ready to forgive? What do I resist feeling? And how does my body want to move today? Today's soul action. Write a forgiveness letter and then practice the Ho'oponopono prayer while thinking of the person you are ready to forgive. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. It is time to let go, forgive, and move forward. Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become, and how is the resistance holding you from what you and your soul wants? I'm having trouble seeing. What do I resist feeling right now? We have to feel it to heal it. In order to let go of pain, we first have to honor its existence. Emotions are like waves. Some are soft, some are fierce, some are layered, and some will sweep you off your feet. When we allow ourselves to feel it all, we can release what no longer serves us. Today's soul action. Allow yourself to feel the wave. Let it move through you, no matter how long it lasts. Then release it back into the ocean. Feel it, heal it, and enjoy the sweet freedom within your soul. And how does your body want to move today? When we move, we change our state, and raise our vibration. This new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? Today's soul action. How does your body want to move today? Listen and joyfully do. And then on the bottom of the deck, as a bonus for the two of you, or whoever, what am I grateful for right now? Adopt an abundance mindset. Gratitude is the antidote to all our problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, opens our heart, and changes our state. My eyes are so blurry, like I'm channeling somebody who can't see well. Today's soul action. The universal law of attraction says that we attract into our lives that on which we are focused. Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and think of 3 things for which you are grateful today. Notice the abundance growing within you. And I smell something. It smells like somebody's like smoking weed, but spraying it, covering up with some kind of spray. And nobody in this house smokes weed, so it's something I'm channeling somebody in. Maybe that's why I can't see well, because you're high. But for some reason my eyes are extremely blurry. And I'm hearing Starla. Anything else, Spirit, before I close this message? Spirit says that's it for now. And we'll come back later with another Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading. I'm going to take a little small break, and then I'm going to come back and do that reading. Alright, I have a peace sign, a flower, an elephant, and somebody's having an egg, perhaps. Egg and toast with their coffee is what I'm hearing. I have a turtle. It takes a big heart to teach little minds. I have perhaps love. I have Archangel Michael. I have a big old skeleton key. I have a rocket. I have an infinity sign that says love. I have a triangle for intuition. I have the angel on the bridge protecting the children. I have another skeleton key. I have a coin. I have a flower. Another elephant. Another peace sign inside of a heart. And a piece of my crystal. I have a lotus flower. A fancy heart. A music note with a skull on it. 1, 2 cactuses, because there was somebody being a prick. 2 identical infinity signs. A dragon. Hey sis. 2 arrows. And a tower. A feather. A cash sign. A basketball. No matter where. And every fair from fair sometimes declines. William Shakespeare. And Harry Potter 9 3/4. My neck just popped and I heard the name Larry. And then I have these cherries. Oop, cherries. Maybe you've been celibate, or maybe you might want to play the numbers today. I don't know. Can I get numbers for the collective spirit? What's the lucky numbers for today? Lucky numbers for today's spirit. 8. And I'm hearing 9. I don't know why. 12. 10. 6. 4. 10. 3. One more time. 2. Alright, that's your lucky numbers for today. I hope that this video helped you in some way. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. Share the content with somebody, or share it on your social media, or tell somebody about it that might be interested. And show me some love in the comments if you'd like. Like I said, I'm going to do a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading in just a few minutes. Just give me a few minutes to take a little break, and I'll be right back. I love you guys so much, and I hope you have the most blessed day ever. Thank you for sharing your morning with me. Bye-bye.